God bless you, Cornerstone Church, guests and friends. This is the day that the Lord hath made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. I have some church announcements to share with you that I think you'll find very interesting. Church announcement number one, and it's bad news, discouraging news, but God's in all this, so we'll choose to believe that it's good news. How's that? I made the decision just a few days ago to cancel our spring convention. It was scheduled for the month of May, but due to the uncertainty of where we're at as a country, a state, as a church, the guest speakers flying in and feeling comfortable flying in, not even knowing if we'll be allowed to have services, what that would even look like, I felt it best to cancel our spring convention. We've had it for 34 straight years. Can you believe that? And we're going to trust the Lord that perhaps in the fall or maybe next spring we'll gather together and rejoice in the Lord and call on the name of the Lord and believe God to revive us. And so I wanted you to know that spring convention has been canceled in the month of May, and we are praying about the fall or next spring. Also, I wanted to talk to you about when we're going to meet together in person. We've been doing a live stream, online type of services, and many people are asking me, Pastor, can we come up there and meet and worship, and let's do this, and when are we going to do this? So a lot of questions coming my way, and once again, it's a very fluid situation, and I've been in a lot of conference calls, webinars, Zoom meetings with pastors, spiritual leaders from across the nation. We've been talking about these issues, and we put together our collective wisdom and we say, well, we're not sure. We're just not sure. And so I'm not quite sure. Our governor is making an announcement on Friday, and I believe she's going to extend the shelter-at-home order. She might relax a little bit, but I believe that the state of Michigan is still going to be in a sheltering-at-home order. And I want Cornerstone to be seen by our community as being a part of the solution rather than a part of the problem. And I don't want to lose trust with our community by opening too soon and maybe being blamed for the spread of this terrible, terrible disease. I was talking with one pastor, and he was giving a story about a church here in Michigan that has continued to meet, gathered together, continued to meet throughout this pandemic. And people in the church got so offended that many of them have already left the church. And the outcry from the community has been just terrible, and that church has lost its testimony to much of the community and even to its own congregation by still having church where you gather together under one roof. And I certainly don't want that to happen. But I also want to say to all of you that just want to meet, you can't wait to meet, it's our constitutional right to meet. The government can't stop us from our assembling. I understand that. I agree with that. I want to be strong and courageous in faith. And to all those that are talking to me saying, can we get together? Can we worship? Can we meet? I hear you. I understand that. That's in my heart. And to everybody in my congregation that is fearful about coming out and meeting because you don't want to expose your children or maybe you're at risk, I hear you, I understand as well. I don't want to open up too soon. I don't want to drag behind. I'm in consultation with spiritual mentors and leaders. I'm also going to be talking with our elders and deacons, our staff, gathering as much information as I can. You be praying for me. I would appreciate that. Be praying for us, the leaders of Cornerstone Church. And the multitude of counselors, there is safety. There is wisdom. So I just want to be in the center of all this counsel, and I want to make a wise decision. Jesus tells us to be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. So wisdom and also this harmlessness. I don't want to be seen as a threat to anybody, but also I want to be very wise and not hide our light. In conclusion, there are 4 priorities that I am focused on as a pastor and that my staff is focused on as a staff. The first priority is our online services. We want to continue to offer those on Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday night, and Sunday morning. The second priority is pastoral care. We are contacting our church every other week to inquire, to pray, to express our love and concern We want to make sure that we have our hands on what's happening out there and to let you know that we're praying for you and that we love you. Our third priority is community outreach. We're doing a lot of different things to our community, for our community during this time to share the love of Jesus. And fourthly, connect groups. I know we have to do that virtually through Zoom, but we want to emphasize those where you can fellowship with people, pray with people, talk with people. This is important, maintaining our fellowship. So those are 4 main priorities right now that we're really focusing in on. So I want to encourage you. I want to just give you an update on where we're at. I'm all for meeting again as soon as possible. It needs to be a wise decision. And so God bless you today. I hope this encourages you. Hope it gives you information that can settle your heart. And one day, hopefully in the not too distant future, we're going to be opening up the doors. We're going to be worshiping the Lord together. Maybe we'll have to give each other air hugs for a while, but we're going to be able to see each other face to face, worship the Lord in the house of the Lord. I am so excited about that. I love you. God bless you.